Hi, everyone. My name is Jeff Jones, and I'm here with incredible news. I'm flabbergasted. I'm amazed. I'm blown away that this information that I'm here to share with you has not been on every front page of every newspaper, every website, every news agency doing a breaking news headline and, this just in kind of a thing. Because to me, this should be the top story in the United States right now. I'm not exaggerating. I'm not making this up. I'm not going to give you anything here except for what I just said. That's my opinion. I have some numbers from the CDC really, really fast. My wife and I were driving home night before last, and I wanted to do some research before I said anything because I wanted to make sure that this was true. But we were driving home from something, and my wife was scrolling through Facebook as I was driving. And I want to give credit here. Robin Harvey Young posted this, and my wife is a friend of hers, and she read this, and she's like, "This can't be true. There's no way. The news agencies aren't talking about this. I haven't heard anything. I'm not getting messages. Things aren't popping up on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter saying, hey." And so what the heck? And I'm thinking, okay, well, let me do some digging here. I'm not a doctor. I have no medical training. I'm your next door neighbor that lives next door that you might even run in your house when you see me coming out. I love people. I love my family. But I'm not here to profess to be a expert on anything. I do have a comprehension of the English language. And I'm going to share with you direct from the CDC's website. You're going to have the links and everything there. So you can go and look for yourself. And I encourage you, please, please, please do that. Don't just take my word for this. There's going to be a link right below this video. Click it and it'll take you right there. And I'm going to show you exactly where to look. And you can see this exactly for yourself. And then you can decide what you want to do with this information, if anything. And I'm going to save that for another video because I want to keep this really short. So anyway, let's get into it. All right, so I'm going to start screen recording my computer, and I'm going to shrink this window down, and I'm going to put this window up. Okay, so my screen is recording, and you can see right here on my screen, I've already got Google up, and I've typed in so you guys don't have to wait, Center for Disease Control. So I'm going to click on that, and then we're going to go here so you can see the CDC website. Okay. You can see the date, Monday, August 34th or 31st. Hello. Monday, August 31st, today, 2:34 p.m. CDC website. I'm going to hit the search up at the top, open up their search bar. I'm going to type in provisional. Well, I think I'm going to type in. There we go. Provisional, if I can spell right, Provisional, provisional death counts for COVID-19. Okay, hitting enter. Now, I'm going to scroll down here. And I think it's this third link, the weekly updates by select demographic and geographic characteristics. See how deep this is buried? You're going to get this in a second. This should be front page, right on the front page of their website, in my opinion. Again, I know I'm giving my opinion again. Okay, I'm just going to get to it. All right, so CDC, COVID death rates, scrolling down, weekly updates by select demographics, coronavirus, COVID-19. Here's the date, August 26th, 2020, 5 days ago. 5 days ago. Okay, I'm getting to it. We're going to scroll down. We're looking at age and sex demographics, which, for this purpose doesn't matter. Place of death doesn't matter. Okay, comorbidities. What does that mean? I had no idea what that meant. So, comorbidity, the simultaneous presence of two chronic diseases or conditions in a patient. So, there's at the same time two or more chronic, so fatal, they're probably going to die, conditions in a patient. Now, I do want to preface this really fast. Death is not a laughing matter. It's nothing to celebrate at all. It's a loss. I've experienced it. I've lost both my parents. My wife and I lost our first child. I've experienced death. I've had friends die and family members, and it's a horrible thing, and it's never a good thing. Okay, so I want to preface this by saying that death is not what I'm here to celebrate. Death is not here what I'm talking about. Here's what I'm talking about. We've been told COVID is this horrible thing. COVID is dangerous, and it's so dangerous, and people are dying from COVID. Tons of people are dying. We have to shut down our economy. We have to shut down our nation. Our kids cannot go to school because of COVID-19. This is what we've been told by the news, the media, the politicians, county health directors, athletic directors, school principals, all this stuff. COVID is horrid. Stay away from it. Don't go near your neighbor. 6 feet from your neighbor. Don't go near your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, because if you have COVID or if you've been exposed to COVID, you could kill them. There's this high percentage rate that you could kill them. Well, let's see what the CDC says. Okay, table 3 shows health conditions contributing. Okay, table 3 shows the types of health conditions and contributing causes mentioned in conjunction, so with deaths involving coronavirus COVID-19, 2019. Here's the kicker. Check this out. Read this. Listen to this with me. For 6% of the deaths, COVID-19 was the only cause mentioned. So in other words, what I'm reading here, what I'm hearing here, what I'm understanding here in this little one sentence on this website is that for 6% of all of the deaths from COVID-19 that have been reported, COVID-19 was the cause of death, the only cause of death. In all these other cases, and I can pull this table up, and I'll do that in another video, but pull it up for yourself. You'll see these other patients had pneumonia, they had influenza, they were older, they had cancer, they had all these other extenuating circumstances that, according to definition here that we're looking at, are chronic diseases. So in all the other, the 94% of all the other deaths, these people had 2+. It's actually 2.6, and you can see this in the table right there. It talks about 2.6%, 94% of the people had 2.6 additional conditions that caused their death. Chronic. Only 6% of the people that have died in this pandemic, this whole thing that shut down our whole nation, 6%. Coronavirus was the only factor. CDC saying it right there. I have friends that have lost businesses. I have lost money. My kids, and this is small. In the realm of death, this is small. And I'm getting into my opinion. I'm sorry. This is for another video. please check this out, okay? And here, really quick, I'm just going to go to this. I've got this pulled up right here. Again, you can go to the CDC. It's listed right there, and I'm pulling this up. CDC website, another tab, you can see it, COVID-19, United States, COVID-19 cases and deaths by state. This number was updated August 31st, today, at 2 p.m. I waited for this to get updated. 182,622 deaths reported for COVID. 182,622. Let's pull up a calculator. 180. See, I told you I'm 182,622. 182,622. Let's do the math. Times 6%. 10,000, I'm going to round up. 10,958 people have died because of COVID-19 being the only factor. The 94%, the other 170,000 people that died from COVID-19 had 2 or more, 2.6 other chronic diseases like cancer, pneumonia, things that have been killing people in our nation for years, and we're not wearing masks. We're not shutting down businesses. Here it is. Links are going to be in the video. I'm going to post another video tomorrow, and I'm going to be going and asking some questions because I want to know what the hell's going on. Where's the news? Why isn't this on the papers? Why isn't this on every single news station? Why aren't our kids going to school? I love you guys. I love our country. I love America. I love my neighbors. I love my friends. I want the best for our country. I want our kids in school learning so we're not raising a generation of illiterate people. I want our churches opened up. I want our religious houses opened up. I want to be able to talk to my neighbor. If it's not safe, fine. I'll comply. I'll do what we need to do to be safe. 6%? 10,000 people? Something's going on, and it's not... Okay, I'm sorry. We'll talk about that later. I'm out. Jeff Jones. Again, no medical training, not professing to be a doctor. Don't know anything, but I can read the English language. I understand it. I have that knowledge. And I'm looking right here at the CDC's website, and it says that 6% of all the people that have died only had coronavirus. The other 94% had 2 or more conditions that led to it that were chronic. I'll be back tomorrow. God bless.